Hey y'all, hey YouTube. Make a quick video about maintenance, honey, maintenance. Um, so let's say you get to be, you get to your ideal shape or close and near, or you look good enough, for you. Like you trim down if that's your goal or whatever. And now, let me tell y'all, you can lose weight. I don't care. Well, I do care how you lose it, but that's your prerogative how you choose to lose your weight. Whether shooting up that stuff, not no illegal drugs, but that stuff, people put into our stomachs and all that stuff to lose weight, which is, if you do that, to each his own, not even judging. But I'm just saying, like, all kind of methods, right? Gastric, all that stuff, you still have to maintain. Um, Also, now if this is one thing. So if you lose weight fast, there's no guarantee how you're gonna look when you lose weight really fast, depending on how your bone structure is set up. You lose a lot of weight, and I want you to see people that lost a lot of weight. I forgot that lady's name. She was pretty even when she was a bigger lady, and I forgot what was her name. She had a talk show, and she lost all that. She had big pretty eyes, some big old pretty eyes, and she ended up losing a lot of weight really fast. I don't know if she had the gastric bypass back then, or if they had the GL whatever, or all the other names for the shot thing, or the medication. She could have took some other medication to lose weight really really fast, like drastic, kind of like how Oprah did back in the day. I don't know if y'all were born then, but Oprah was like, Oprah. All right, good example, Oprah, because I can't think of the lady's name. But okay, some people look better. They look more appealing, like what we would consider like really like thick. When I say thick, some people are a little bit more stout. Their bone density or the way their structure is set up is wider, if that makes sense, more broad. So they're more broad. I'm gonna say that. And that's okay, because that's the way the creator made them. If you are, and I'm speaking to women, if you are a more broad-boned type person, then start looking at some women that are more broad-boned. I'm trying to think, like, okay, y'all. I wish I knew the year. So, man, Oprah's an older lady, but okay. So the way Oprah was looking, I want to say maybe when Obama was in office, maybe. I think, y'all, she was like a mid-size, like, she was like in that medium. She might have wore a size 10 to 12, or 10 or something like that, right? That looked good on her. That looks great on her, and she said she was healthy. What else I'm trying to think of? Hold on, y'all. Trying to get some good light here, because this light is throwing me off. Oh, and I don't have any makeup on. Don't y'all do like me? But I had got a facial done. It's like a laser skin peel. So my skin is what they call it, sloshing or whatever right now. So I can't wear any makeup right now. So that is my legit excuse. Like my esthetician said, no makeup for like 4 days, but tomorrow I'm throwing the makeup on. Okay. But so Oprah during that time at a 10 to 12, I want to say a 10. Maybe she was like a size 10. She looked great. She was healthy. Skin glowing, just looking good. And I think she had a little muscle with it too. So, Serena, I believe. Serena is the one, the sister, Serena Venus. Yeah, Serena is the one that had, the big backside that a lot of the black men used to like, and they used to make a lot of rap songs about her. Serena, she's a good example too. So Serena, where she used to be before she had the babies, look, you had your babies, your body, you may gain some weight. You may gain a lot, you may gain a little, just depends on what's going on, right? And most people understand it. Some people don't, and you have to ignore them. But I understand. So with that, if you know, you take something or whatever you do, or you go hard, you get you a trainer if you can afford one, whatever you do, or it might take you a year to get down to almost where you want to be, y'all. You just be patient with yourself. Let's say your hormones start changing as you're, getting a little older and stuff, and so you're trying to figure out, okay, should I intermittent fast in the daytime, like early in the day, like in the morning time, or should I do it at night? I'm thinking now I need to do it at night, because I was doing it in the morning time, and then it's all kind of information out here. It's just information overload, you know what I mean? So I'm thinking, I've tried it. You gotta kind of experiment a little bit. So I'm thinking intermittent fasting at night is gonna work best for me. And if I get a little hungry, no carbs, only, well, I still eat meat, y'all. So I'll probably eat, like, I know back in the day, somebody, I wanna call, well, Tyra Banks, because a lot of girls did used to watch that show she had, even though it had some crazy stuff going on in that show, and Wicked, you know how they were doing them girls and stuff. But I'm just using one of her little pieces of advice. She said, like, I guess some of the model advice, like she said, eat turkey, like a piece of turkey at night, not a lot, just enough to, like, I say satiate you, just enough to kind of satisfy you some. Not like, oh, I'm so full. You really don't want to eat till you're, like, stuffed. You don't want to eat till you're stuffed. That's where people go wrong. Because if you eat till you're stuffed, then you're definitely going to gain some weight. Especially if you're at a certain point in your life. Now, when I was young, I was so freaking active. And when I get home, like, I wasn't even playing sports like that. I did run track for probably like 1 year. But I was in a band, and when I say active, I was just always doing something. Then when I get home, I would do push-ups, sit-ups, crunches. Even though crunches, you don't really have to do that no more. There's all kind of things. 1-2 wave backs, all that, just to keep myself. I just love that look. Like the slim was a look back in the day. And I'm not saying everybody gotta be slim tiny. Like, man, some pictures that we had, honey. If I can find a picture, I got one picture of me in college. I want to say I was 115 going into college, or maybe when I finished. I think when I finished, I was 115. Or was I 115? When I started out 115. So I was slender, honey. I was slim, cute though. Slim and cute. That was the thing. Like 110, 115. I want to say I was like 110. I was trim in a mug. But that was the thing. Like, look at Foxy Brown. Look at the rapper. All the people back in the 90s, in the early 2000s, that was a look, y'all. Now, I'm not saying everybody was healthy, because some people might have had eating, the D order thing, I want to say that word. I don't know if this. They might have had, just trying to, when you want to lose weight, you just stop eating back then. But I think Oprah took something, because she was a more full lady, and she did, she was, her little side. I'm a black woman, so we don't really. I just want everybody to be healthy. Is what I'm trying to say. Be your healthiest self. You don't have to be skinny to be healthy. If you want to have a little weight on you, maybe go for the muscular look. Like, get some, you keep some fat on you. But just because you don't want to lose all your curves. I understand that. But you can accentuate your curves and plump your skin out more when you weight train and stuff like that. So maybe start doing weighted. You can do non-weighted, but you need to go hard trips. Like, if you're going to do non-weighted, you need to go to where you feel, some, like you can't do it anymore. Okay, don't hurt yourself, but just so you can't do it no more. I'm looking around, I'm driving. But yeah, just wanted to say, the maintenance, going back to maintenance, honey, once you get to the size that you want to be, then you have to maintain, honey. Maintain for how long? I remember one of my family members, it was so funny. She's silly though. She was like, man, one of our family members was cooking for her and everything, and she had a cancer scare, and they said, hey, you need to eat right, you need to sleep well, you drink plenty of water, all that. She said, man, no matter what, and she has a lot of different health concerns, even though she's maintaining her health concerns. I don't want y'all to do that. I want y'all to try to be as healthy as you can. Be thankful that you can move around and do some of the things that some people cannot do. I just lost a friend, y'all. I literally just went to her funeral. She like 43? And that girl, she had lupus. She had kidney failure. She was on dialysis, y'all. You know how we people get on dialysis? And we used to go to the gym together. She was like, I want to go with you to the gym. I'm like, girl, yeah, you good, the last time me and her went to the gym together, I believe she had got so weak. Because this is when she was starting to get really weak. They were amping up I don't know what they do at the treatments or whatever with the chemo. Am I saying that? No. Dialysis. Yeah, dialysis. They were amping up the treatment. I don't know. If y'all know about dialysis, y'all nurses or whatever, like, correct me. But she just hardly, she would like, sometimes her, like, I don't know, her strength would just give out, like, like that. And yeah, so I had to, let her put her arm around me, and she limped on out the door before she, so she wouldn't faint. But she even did that, y'all. She was even trying to do something for her health with all that she had going on, and she had other things going on too, y'all. I'm like, but then people can take their health for granted and just sit. I understand how it feels to want to just sit around and do nothing sometimes. Just be comfortable. And I guess for me, what helps me is my body gets very uncomfortable the more I just do nothing all the time. I have to get up and do something. I just have to remind myself that I am grateful to be able to move, y'all. There's just so many things. There's so many things to be grateful for. I just want to tell you, I just want to talk about maintenance, because honey, now it's time for me to maintain. But I'm gonna and then sometimes you've maintained, and then you find yourself going up a little bit, and I haven't checked my weight, but like you find yourself feeling a little thick around the certain areas, and it's like, okay, well I think I am going to chill out. I think I'm going to, try to trim this. I call it trimming, not so much caring about the weight. Look at the trimming, and then your weight will fall off, if that makes sense. Like, look at how you've toned and all that stuff. Then your weight will automatically go down. Hold on, y'all. Yeah, just, like I said, just, when you want to lose, don't keep getting on the scale. If that works for you, I say that. Go ahead and do it, but just make sure you're consistent. Don't get down because you looked at the scale, and because you might be if you're working out, you might be building muscle. Learn about the body, the anatomy of the body. And if you're a woman, if you're a tall woman, your body's gonna do something a little different. And if you're tall and slim, I'll put it like this: you're tall and you have a smaller, bone density or bone structure, I'm thinking. Okay, so if you're more broad, I don't some people say big bone, but if you're more broad, then you're gonna look different from a person that's originally a slim person. And I'm saying all this because some people these days, most kids were in shape, trim, slim, all that stuff when we were growing up, right? And I'm not here to pick on nobody. I want everybody to really work on themselves if they need to, if they want to. Let's see. Yeah, I know some kids, they have really hardly, they don't remember being small, a smaller person. So they might have got fat. I'm going to say that, y'all. They might have gained a lot of weight when they were in elementary school. So they were like, well, I've always been this way, this and that and that. And then some babies, shoot, you've been big since you was a baby because you just didn't have, you know, you just, you didn't have as much control of what was on your plate. But, and then some people are naturally more disciplined than other, okay? I'll give y'all that. I will give y'all that. And some people have more of addictive personalities than others too. So think about that. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not here to give y'all excuses, but those are valid things. But it doesn't excuse us from doing the thing. Doing the thing is working our bodies out. Our skin is the largest organ in our body. And then we can see the skin, right? So we can see how big, everything that is contained in our skin is getting, how big we are, right? Or how small we are. But what we can't see is our internal organs, what's going on, because we're not detoxing the skin. Okay? All your organs have to be detoxed in a way. And they do their thing now. They do as much as possible. Your skin sweats and all that stuff like that. Your lungs are doing something. Your kidneys are doing something. Everything is trying to function at its peak. But sometimes when we overdo it, it can cause us to completely crash out. So yeah, we have to watch ourselves, Sometimes you just got to get back in line. You might need to do a detox 2 or 3 times a year. Hold on, y'all. Oh, y'all, the allergies are something else. I was gonna say something else. Detox 2 or 3 times a year. And this will help cleanse your body, your systems out. Some people do the colon cleanse. Some people do a full body cleanse. I think a full body cleanse is I think that's the best. But if you don't have access to that or whatever, find different herbs, teas, all that stuff. Like I said, if you don't have full access to a body cleanse, just start with the colon cleanse. Just do something. And then, they say, hey, check with your doctor, make sure you're healthy enough to do all these things. But I think if you just take your time and don't some people go hard. So let's say you have some health concerns. I want you to, the internet is just full of information. I want you to start researching people who've had certain things, like, for example, my friend had lupus. Hey, if you got this situation going on, I got this going on. Research, look up things. Hey, that are the people who have blah blah blah, who have cured or healed, whatever. And some people say you can't do that, and that's okay, but just look that up. Gotten rid of blah blah blah. Something has gone dormant. All this. So I want you to look that up and see